What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video, and today, yes, we are trying it again. I am very, very excited. We're going to try Terror March Volume 2. This one is one that I made just based on some lists that people have sent, but also some ideas that I had that I want to try out. We are capitalizing on some of the things that the original list actually did, and so we'll kind of talk about those as we go through, but we've got a little bit more low end and a little bit more interaction, which I think is worth it. So to kind of run through the deck really quickly, in our 1-drop slot, we've got Arboreal Grazer to help us get a couple extra lands out, but as well as block. Gilded Goose is a 4 of as well to do basically the same thing. Arguable, we could probably take out a couple Gilded Goose and maybe a couple Arboreal Grazer, maybe go 3 and 3 split. And get a couple more Scorching Dragonfire, which is our 2-drop. Now, this gives us a little bit of interaction versus particular creatures, as well as planeswalkers, and it exiles them. Again, that's very, very important. And so I found this very, very helpful. I do think we could up that to 4. Just based on, we probably don't need quite as many of these, but we're going ham on the ramp, so we're going to try it. In the 3-drop slot, this is part of that little combo that we were utilizing with Azusa as well as Radha. So Radha lets you play with the top card of your deck revealed at any time, and you can play lands from the top of your deck. That with Azusa means you actually can play up to 2 additional lands just from the top of your deck, so up to 3. And so you can really churn through the deck, which is really, really helpful because obviously we do have a lot of things that we're trying to get to, and so that really, really helps us. Llanowar Visionary is a new card that I'm trying out in here. Not only does it ramp us, but it also draws us a card. And again, giving us card draw in a deck where we're really, really trying to hit Mirror March, but along with that, a lot of just really powerful things. In tandem with the ramp means that we can generally play the big stuff, we just have to get to the big stuff. And so this helps us actually do both of those things, which is really, really nice. So we're going to try this out here. As far as the top end of the deck, obviously Mirror March is our card that we really want to get down first if we can. And this essentially is just going to copy all of our creatures, hopefully, for as many times as we win some coin flips. So this could be a crazy number or it could be none. We have no idea. But that with Terror of the Peaks out is really the idea where essentially we just get to combo kill people. By playing Terror of the Peaks, hopefully getting a couple copies of it, and then just hitting them directly with the ability here. Biogenic Ooze, as well as the Elder here. Elder is actually a really good card. I just only had a couple extra wild cards when I first built the deck, and I kind of like the 2. We could probably go higher and maybe chop out a couple Biogenic Ooze, but both of these are really, really good, and especially with Terror of the Peaks out, this gets, just more and more creatures. So this kind of escalates very, very quickly. The Elder here, really, really good at keeping us alive long term. Because obviously it can attack in. Hopefully we can get a couple copies of it, and then we can attack in, gain some life, create some tokens, draw some cards, refill our hand, do whatever we need to do to get us into a winning position. And then, of course, Biogenic Ooze just spreads the board out a little bit, so I like having something there. As far as lands go, we upped it to 26, so we've got 8 and 6 on the basic split, 4 Stomping Ground, 4 Temples, and 4 Fabled Passage. Pretty straightforward land base. But I do think we need to, it's, especially with the Azusa Radha combo, we kind of need a good bit of land here. And so I think that that's kind of the idea. We'll see if this works. I say high hopes, but we'll see. I don't know. I want this to work so badly. I love the idea of this deck. I think it's really, really fun. This is kind of my pet deck for Core Set 2021, obviously, but I think it's a fun one. I know we're doubling up on this, but I think it's fun. So we'll see if we can get it. I do think this deck is much more just naturally resilient than the deck that we first played. That's not to say it's better. It's just to say that I think it has a little bit more ability to kind of, we'll say tactfully do what it needs to do. That's not to say it's better, but I do think it's probably a bit more consistent, which is what I'm hoping for. Temple of Abandon. Yeah, we'll play that. Actually, I'm going to put that on the bottom. We've got pretty much all the ramp we need. As great as it would be to have an Azusa without Radha, and I'd rather have Radha first, it's really not great. And so that is why I dipped those down to 3 here. I'm happy to block this. If they've got a spell that gets rid of the Arboreal Grazer, it doesn't really matter. Sure, that's fine. again, doesn't matter to me all that much, so that's completely fine with me. Let's go ahead and get this out. We'll go ahead and do this. We've got all the red we need. Let's go ahead and get some green. We really don't need more than 2 red mana in this deck. Let's go ahead and do this. Azusa. And we'll just play out another Grazer. Perfect. See what we can do. Next turn we can actually just play Terror. And then hopefully start, you know, kind of going ham here. I'm going to keep the Visionary around if I can, but chances are they've got, yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's very good, but it doesn't really, you're killing Grazers. I mean, you get some damage in too with that one because it does have trample, but like, it's some Grazers. Don't particularly care about that. So let's go ahead and get Terror down. This is going to be a little bit more challenging for them to deal with, hopefully. And it's just a really big threat. Now everything that we have, you know, we play a Visionary, for instance, we get to shoot down one of these guys. We play an Azusa. If they don't have counters on them, we can shoot them down. This just does a lot for us, so it's really good to get this down. I know we don't have Mirror March down yet, but I think it's worth it. Okay. It's very good. We're just going to kill one of these. I don't really... yeah. Land. Okay. So we can actually just throw this out, but I actually think it's better. We're going to play this a bit slowly. We're going to get rid of this Pelt Collector, because we do have to be quite careful about that. We're going to play this Azusa. Go ahead and punch that in, and then we'll do this. I am... You know what? Yeah, I am going to attack in. It's a bit risky given the deck that we are against, but hey, we're here to have fun, so let's try it. They're obviously going to attack in here, and we're obviously going to block. Probably just with Azusa, because, again, not a huge deal. Oh, we can't. Duh. Whoops. That's fine, actually, though. This works pretty well. I'm going to hit this. Despite this, like, their life total being a big... Well, we could have probably just attacked in there, but that's fine. I think we kind of have to kill that. I don't really want to kill that, but we kind of have to. Alright, well, this is a very annoying card, as it turns out. This is really nice, though, because we can just, like, tap mana, and it's a bit of a mana sink for us. We just get to throw things out there. So let's just block with the Ooze. Okay, I was going to say, we're going to double block up just because we know that they have the trample, the combat trick that gives trample, so definitely going to double up there, but hey, it worked. We got a win. We didn't get to get Mirror March down. We did have it in hand, though, but unfortunately just a fast deck, so we kind of had to play fast. I think it worked out. I like this deck a lot better. This is kind of just a solid green-red list with Mirror March, I think. It's just a little more rampy than like the Gruul aggro decks, like the one we were just against. So, do we like this hand? Kind of no. Do we try it though? I'm gonna try it. I don't have high hopes for this, I will go ahead and say. Also, I know the frame rate's kind of dipped there. Hopefully they're not too bad for you. I don't have high hopes with this, but let's try it. Interesting that they let on a Castle Locthwain if they had a swamp in hand. Okay. We can exile one of these Mirror Marches, that's fine. Don't care too much about that. Not really what we were hoping for. It would have been great to have gotten like a Goose or a Grazer or, you know, something along those lines there, but that's okay. This Elder hopefully will come in handy very soon. Let's go ahead and get this down. Okay. Not an amazing card by any means, but it does give us our turn 5. Oh, nope. That's fine. Okay. Sure. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's do this. We'll keep that on top, actually. Let's play Azusa. And let's play our 5th land here. Nice. Every once in a while, Azusa really comes in handy. I got to be honest, a lot of times it's kind of hit or miss. But it is nice to have when you've got some land stranded in the hand, or, you know, like this hand, for instance, was in dire need of getting some more lands down, so it's helpful there. We do have a guaranteed 5 now, which is great. And we've got both Ooze and Elder, so I think we're actually in okay shape there. Chances are they will have some kill spells. I mean, be very difficult for me to imagine them not having some kill spells. So very much expecting that, but does mean they're gonna have to deal with some things. Okay. Wow, they are going ham with this. If we get another land, we then kind of have to play out Mirror March, which I'm actually okay with. I mean, we do. They've got 3 mana, so they're kind of only doing one thing per turn. But this means it's not going to get taken out of the hand, which is really crucial. So now we're pretty well set up. If we want, we can try and play the Elder, maybe get a token or 2 if we're lucky, and then gain some life, start swinging in, maybe draw some cards, maybe a selection of both. Exile a card. We'll exile the Ooze. Despite this being a go wide list, I'd rather get the Elder down. It just seems like a stronger play. That might be incorrect, 100%. Or we could just draw another one, and it doesn't matter. All right, let's get 1 or 2 at least. Come on. Wow. Well, that's what we wanted. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I mean, when you got it, right? When you're lucky, you're lucky. Let's attack all. Let's draw a card. Let's draw a card. Let's gain some life, and let's gain some life. We'll do a 2-2 split here. I think that's okay. Gets us back up a little bit. That's good. We can do a little bit of that, but I think we just win, right? Because these do have trample. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, it works. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and jump into our last game. So far, 2 wins. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Things to talk about really quick also. We did get our first box opening, of course, at 2021. I apologize for that being a bit late. I know we should have gotten it earlier, and we had plans to, but I unfortunately, again, as some of you probably know, I had a fairly busy weekend this coming weekend, or this past weekend, excuse me, and so I was a bit out of action, unfortunately, which made it a little bit difficult to get things done, but very happy to get that box opening up. It was a really sweet box opening too, but kind of really sweet, and so I was super ecstatic as to how well that went. Let's go ahead and get Azusa down here. This is actually really, really nice because we can do this, we can do this, whoops, and we can go ahead and get our red source, and then we just have a very open Scorching Dragonfire. Now, I know we could just play another Gilded Goose. Don't really think we need to at the moment. So that was a great hand. That was turn 2. That felt great. Now we just need stuff to do with it all, of course, but that's fine. Mirror March, well, that's a card. Not quite there yet, but that's fine. Will. I'm gonna attack with Azusa. On the off chance they block, that would be a really amazing thing. I really doubt that they would, but all right, so the plan is, if we can, we're gonna spit out another food token. Okay. Which it looks like we will be able to. So let's create another food, and then we can play Mirror March next turn. I know that's not amazing. Wow, 2 Mirror Marches. But this does set us up quite well against whatever whatever creature we draw. Hopefully we draw a creature. We should be in okay shape. So we will see. I'm gonna leave this. Not that we can block the questing beast, but hopefully we can do something here. A little worried though, to be honest, because we do have 26 lands in the deck and we've only seen 4. Excuse me, technically, yeah, we've only technically seen 4, so I'm a little worried that we just won't get something off the top. But this does give us a vague hope of going ham. And that is what I like about this deck is, you know, there's always that slim chance of you winning. But normally if you win and, oh, mean. Oh, how mean. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I didn't like that. Not gonna block here. This has trample. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, that's terrible. I don't like that. Well, probably gonna lose now. Unless we just get really lucky somehow, but I don't really think we have a way to do that. We can block here and Scorching Dragonfire, which is nice. But we're gonna take 4 here regardless. So that's gonna be a bit tricky. Blast Zone, actually very good. Yeah, let's create a food. Yep. Let him attack first. We will do this. And we'll Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Yep. Well. Perfect. That's not helpful in the least. Interesting that it tapped that way. Yeah, unfortunately we just lose. That's okay. It was worth a shot. I think it was, you know, we had a really strong opener in terms of just going ham and playing a lot of stuff, but we didn't really have anything to get to. So that was just luck of the draw. But still really enjoying this deck. I think this one works a little bit better than the previous version. We will, of course, do a video too with this one, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to play this. Hopefully we can really get the Mirror March thing going with Terror of the Peaks out. We did see it with the Elder, and I thought that was really sweet, but I want to do the thing. I want to do the whole point of the deck at some point, so we will try that. Hopefully you guys will stick around for that, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in part 2 with this Terror March deck, Volume 2.